This is TWiT.
Let's start off with Google I/O preview. I look forward to this. There are many different points throughout the year after doing All About Android for years now, and you guys can attest to this. There are certain episodes that are always fun to look forward to, and this is one of those because we think we're so smart, and then after Google I/O, then we take a look at what we thought was going to happen, and we realize we aren't very smart at all. But hey, it's all based on rumors at this point. So it happens next week. Google I/O is next week, and programming note, just real quick here, no live show next week. I'm sorry. We're going to actually be interviewing some folks. I will just throw that out there, some Google folks from the show. And that recording happens on Wednesday. So the episode is going to publish to your podcast feeds either Thursday early or late Wednesday. Not really quite sure when, but that's kind of programming note from Google I/O. Flo and I are going to be there.
Here's the question, though, are you going to make the Googlers that you're talking to pick apps for the arena?
I'm guessing it's probably going to be a little bit of a different episode.
I know.
Just throwing that out there. Maybe we will still taste an Oreo because I feel like that's kind of a key component of the show.
Yes.
So we'll figure that out.
And
but there probably
last year we got teased with Oreos too.
Yeah, I know.
So.
It would have worked perfectly. But anyways, what do we think we're going to see at Google I/O this year? I mean, we've got the schedule to pull from. Everybody's excited about what we're going to see. There've been a lot of rumors. I'm guaranteed we're going to see Android P developments, right? We're going to see a developer preview too. Have you been using Android P at all? Have you gotten in on the early developer preview?
No, I think part of it is I only have one phone that is. I can download it, and I want my phone to work.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm traveling, because I don't have a good sense of direction. So I depend on it, right? I would be completely lost without it.
You'd be stranded.
I mean, not last year, but the previous year, they actually at I/O, I got the Nexus 9 tablet, and that was on their list of OTAs. And that was great because then my phone, I can have a stable version of Android that I can use as a phone, and then I can have that as my development device. This time I didn't buy an extra phone so that I can have a stable phone as my primary phone, so I didn't do it yet.
And not only that, there is no lower end device to install Android P on. It's Pixel devices, period. So you're spending a lot if you want to have an extra device in order to do that.
$800 at Best Buy right now. I'm just looking today, for random reasons.
So what do we? Is there anything that we've heard in the Assistant? You want improvements to Assistant?
I just think the whole darn thing is going to be revolved around the Assistant. We've been hearing about it the last 2 years. There's been a big chunk of the keynote. Sundar talking about what a really big role AI is going to play in the future of Google's products, and I'm living it. I've got a Google Home that announces to me every time somebody rings my doorbell. That is literally what I live in right now.
How big is your house?
So I live in a townhouse. And I'm doing a lot more smart home stuff these days.
Okay. So wait a minute though. So the Google Home tells you when someone rings your doorbell.
Yes, and wait. It gets better. It gets better. Okay. Hold on. The Nest Hello, which is what does this, recognizes our faces because it uses machine learning, and I pay for that. So it announces if it's me or my husband ringing the doorbell, or somebody that we know, a mailman
Time out. You have a doorbell, and then the Google Home announces that the doorbell has been rung, which is the primary function of the doorbell, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
But it echoes throughout the house. So then you have the two downstairs and the one upstairs going, there's somebody at the door. And it's this echo throughout the entire house.
The purpose of the doorbell to announce that there's somebody at the house?
Yes, but it tells me who is at the door. Exactly.
Ron, welcome to Smart Home 2018.
Anyway, yes, it's a perfect allegory for Smart Home.
But wait a minute. So then the doorbell will recognize if it's you or your husband. Flo, how often do you ring your doorbell?
Well, when I'm reviewing something,
good point.
I'm ringing it. But if it's a family member, I can store their face, and then the doorbell will.
I actually can think of one case where I would like to have something like that, which is distinguishing a real person versus UPS dropping off something.
Sure.
Because sometimes they'll ring just to make sure that you know something is there. So I don't want to rush if it's just a box waiting for me when I open the door versus a person that's impatiently waiting. So that would be nice.
But we're talking about facial recognition, which is, again, a big part of this AI push on Google's part, because hello, Nest and Google are like this.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of, we have Google Thread, which works throughout the whole like Nest ecosystem, which is their own little proprietary protocol that a lot of people don't really talk about. And that makes everything seamless in the house. And then when you add a Google Home into the mix, it's this, I mean, it's your home's ecosystem now. It's no longer just on the smartphone.
Well, so speaking of the Assistant and the Google Home, something that I think we'll see at this will be the evolution that we started to see at CES of Google Homes with displays.
So the smart displays.
Yes, that's right. The smart display.
Exactly. This the concept of smart displays, and you know, we've seen OEMs kind of have prototypes or early models. I'm very curious what Google's support of this will be, and how developers can use the Google Assistant and create experiences that are visual via a smart display like that. I think and while it's hard with Google I/O, because I know we want to we want to lean on product. I want the new phone. I want the new Google whatever the Chromecast and whatever the TV device is going to be, whatever. But remember, this is a developers conference. So so if they do announce any hardware, it's going to be like, here is new hardware that will be available later this year, right? Like that's what we've seen historically. Much like the rumored Android TV dongle that we see there on the display for those watching at home. If they announce a product, I doubt it will be available at I/O. I think it will be, this is how developers can support this product. But I really think smart displays are going to be something on the agenda.
Yep, because Lenovo and LG they both announced ones at CES. We're still waiting for those to kind of hit the market. Those are coming soon. I have no idea what that user interface is going to be like, or how that's going to change how I'm using the Assistant. I imagine it'll just be an extension of what's going on the phone. A little screen that pops up.
And from what I understand, smart displays based in a roundabout sort of way almost directly on Android things. And apparently
that's a very big thing.
At Google I/O, there's 8 sessions on Android things.
Wow.
And it's still in a developer preview after 2 years. So that almost makes it feel like almost certainty that we're going to see some sort of like maybe official kind of move into Android things. 2 years. 2 years of developer preview, 8 sessions devoted to it. They're probably gearing up for some big
and those things, what do those things do?
Smart
Machine
displays.
learning.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Assistant all over the place. All over the place.
It's all over the place.